up, everybody? This is Tiffany Fox, and I want to give a huge shout-out to The Biz with D. You already know.
All right, everybody. Thank you for all tuning into The Biz with D right now on My First Wings Radio. Davidson Wayne. You can find us on myfirstwings.com right now, okay? And we have Tiffany Fox, Little Kim's new artist, who is definitely got a huge buzz, and, internet is surfing. She's freaking phenomenal, and she's joined with us. How you doing, Tiffany?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Just honored to have you on the show this evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. Just, want to talk about all the great things that you have going on. You got the new single, Twisted, with Kim.
Yes.
Video.
Yes. Yes.
You're everywhere, like I mentioned. But let's kind of backtrack and tell everybody how you got started in the industry.
Okay. I've always had a musical background or whatnot. I played the clarinet and piano, and I've always written poetry. So I kind of got familiar when I started listening to Lil' Kim. That's when I started getting familiar with hip hop. So I was like, how is she so tiny and putting these words together and coming off so aggressive? But when I realized it was just, poetry with harmony, then I was like, I could pursue this, Nelly was the first to do it from St. Louis or whatnot. So I kind of, followed his career, and he opened the doors for St. Louis. So from that point on, I was like, this is something I definitely want to entertain. So from that point on, I would do videos or whatnot, but then I got signed to Snoop, and we shot a video, Shake That SHIT, and it was a single deal or whatnot. And from that point on, I did a group called June 5th, and it's 3 females. One of the girls is my manager right now, and the other one was, like a big sister to me. So from that point on, I just going through so much adversity and just a lot of lows more than highs. I was like, right. You know what, I think, I want to just do this solo thing again and, see what happens. And Kim heard my music about 6-7 months ago, and she was like, Tiffany, this is you? They was playing my music, and she didn't even know it was me. And, she was like, I want to get on that song, I want to get on that song, I want to get on that song. And she was like, well, I know I can't get on everything, because she heard the whole mixtape, Yellow Tape, before I had even put it out. And she was like, I promise, if you don't, put this video out, I'll get on it. And she was the woman of her word, and the rest is history.
Wow. And, you mentioned the fact of being signed with Snoop for a single deal, and you also mentioned being in a group. Now, 2 things that I definitely want to touch on. But first, working with Snoop Dogg, how was that experience? Because not a lot of people can say they work with Snoop.
You know what I'm saying? I am so fortunate to have worked with 2 iconic legends in the game, okay? And Snoop is definitely one of them. He's not what a lot of people may think he is. Like, he's very business-oriented, and he kind of looked at me like a little sister, so he was very overprotective. I really wasn't around during his smoke session or anything else. You know what I'm saying? No, I wasn't. So, when I'm at the studio, it was all work. As soon as I met him, he was like, you ready for this? And I was like, yeah, because he heard one of my songs that I did called Can't Find My Panties, because at the time, the guy that I was dealing with, I found some panties in his apartment. And I wrote a song about it, and Snoop heard it, and they flew me out to L.A., and he was like, you ready? And I'm like, yeah. And from that day forward, we was just in the studio working back to back to back to back. So I wasn't used to that work ethic. So what I will say is Snoop definitely taught me that was work ethic. And it was definitely fun. I will say that it was fun in learning. So yeah, it was cool.
Wow. That's what's up. And I had somebody previously who has been on the show, and they said, just collaborating wise, and they were like, he's a phenomenal person to work with. So
he is, and how he record is crazy. I kind of stole that method from him, how he would just go and freestyle whatever on the mic, and then come back and listen to it, and then, he might write to it whatever it sounded like he was mimicking on the mic, he might just go and fill in the word. It's weird, but I just learned a lot from him. I definitely did.
Definitely. So you mentioned the fact of being in a group also, which is very important to start off. I think it's a great way to start off coming into the industry. How was that experience being in the group first before coming out as a solo?
It's kind of like it was a good thing as far as you were able to distribute some of the responsibilities, whether it's performing, whether it's writing, or, more ideas is better than one. The emotional, whether it's negative or positive, the connection that you always have that support. When you by yourself, it's kind of like you by yourself. So all eyes are on you, which is more of a pressure and a responsibility. So I miss them for that. But in the group, it was like a sisterhood. We went through a lot. We went through a lot together, and to this day, we're eating together. Like, we haven't broke up or anything like that. That's more like a sorority for me. But I would say that, being solo, the pros to that is me basically being able to do what I want. I've always had to do what they told me to do as far as records or music or how to perform or what to do and the choreography. And, it was always a lot of that, whether it was labels, whether it was me being considerate of anybody, whoever, management, the group members, whatever. But now me being by myself, you really would get in tune to the Tiffany Fox brand and really see who I am. And I never really got a chance to express that because right now, me being independent with Kim or whatever,
right.
Before that, it was just kind of like I'm doing me, and whoever gonna bite, they gonna love me for me. And Kim was the first to do it, and it was a great combination, But from that point on, there's been a lot of people in between that time, I will say, that, probably feel a way that I didn't go their direction and wanted me to sign with them. And I need them to understand it's just business. It wasn't,
exactly.
It wasn't spiritually right for me, and everybody believed in me, but it just wasn't a good match until I got with Kim.
Right. And I think that's the problem nowadays that we definitely, as entertainers, face, is that people not understanding that this is, at the end of the day, this is business.
Exactly.
When it comes to whatever decisions that we make. We're not just choosing to work with that person, because they got a name. It wouldn't matter if I had a name. I'm working with you because business-wise, you can do something for me.
Exactly.
And like I said, it's definitely something that people don't understand. But, in the future, we can only hope that people will understand that. But who knows? But I'm glad
so. I really do. And I will say that it's crazy because it's more so the man who is more sensitive in his music business is not the females. Like, we, it might be cattiness from time to time. That's just genetic makeup. But I will say it's the men who I'd be like, do I need to buy you the pads or the tampons? It's a lot. But it's
buy that nigga both.
It's a lot. Yeah, so that's been what, some of the things I've had to come in contact with, but I've learned how to not let that affect me at all. If anything, I always show them at the end of the day, I'm a businesswoman. Are you still tripping off of that? So they have to see that I've moved forward, so they have to check themselves like, okay, she not tripping off of it. Like, why are you walking past me and I want to speak? It's just a business deal that we didn't, make happen. So, but it's cool. I'm just blessed. I'm in a good space, and everything's moving forward accordingly.
Definitely. And before we talk about, more so gear into how you and Kim linked up, because you did mention it in the beginning of the interview, but my question to you is, who are some of the artists that you grew up listening to?
Oh, wow. Of course, Lauryn Hill, Bone Thugs and Harmony, the Brat, oh, my goodness. Oh, Nelly. Oh my God, Biggie, Tupac, Jay-Z. Just an array of hip hop artists that definitely inspired me. So, but Kim was definitely the one that I had to sneak and listen to, and had me changing clothes at school, the little shorts and the cute tops, and because I come from a very Pentecostal Christian background, so I couldn't wear what everybody else could wear, the street clothes and stuff like that. My mother, my household was kind of uptight, so I couldn't do that. So when I, had to listen to her, she kind of encouraged the female that I am today. I got to say that, she was just so empowering, being around such beasts like, Biggie. Like, he was just so influential and so necessary and so dominant that rubbed off on her, and I could see that, and it made me want to be like her. So that's just what it was. So, yep, that's just the name of a few.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's phenomenal. And so how exactly, you mentioned the fact that you and Kim linked up. She heard one of your songs, and she's like, if you're not going to put out this video, I'll get on it. And then another record.
I initially met Kim. She came to St. Louis, and I heard through the grapevine that she was looking for a studio to record. So St. Louis is my city. So it's like whatever anybody needed, whatever they want, I'm definitely like the gatekeeper to that. So it was like, oh, this is the perfect time for me to be able to make that happen and meet her. So I never in a million years thought that I'd be working with her. I never in a million years thought that I'll be doing a song with her. It was just to meet her. That was all that was about. So
right.
I got the studio for her, and she was riding real nice. I got her a Maybach, and, made sure she ate real nice, had a chef cook for her, just laid out the red carpet for her like, it should have been, and that was that. So I met her, and from that point on, when she was coming to St. Louis, I either opened up for her or we would just cook it or whatever, and just grew a relationship. So her brother kept in contact with my management, which is one of the girls of June 5th, and they, kept in contact and grew a more closer friendship. And from that point, we were at their house, their people house in Atlanta, and Kim was there, and they were just playing records because they have a studio in the basement, and that's when she came in and heard the music, and, she was like, oh, my God, like, Tiffany, I didn't know you was going ham like that, because the song that I performed for her when I opened up, but I know she hosted a party, and the song I did was called P.O.D., and it was Pussy on Deck, and it was so out of it was so out of my element, because normally I'm so used to making big records or girl anthems and stuff like that, and everybody will always say, we love your stuff, but Tiffany, you don't have nothing ratchet. Believe it or not, the girls is more ratchet than the guys are, okay? So really? I was like, yes.
I think they're different. I think the guys are
No, the girls love, come on, we're the ones buying the albums, flat out. We're the ones downloading this music. The guys don't do the bootleg stuff all that doggone day. The girls are going
to don't. I sure don't.
Yeah, so the guys, when they hear like the guys would be like, that song Gucci had. He was like, I'm a dog, I'm a treat him like a dog, beat him like a dog, and I pass. We know the words verbatim. He's talking to us, but we're the ones saying it like, yeah, I'm a dog, like, we embrace that type music. So I was like, you know what? I'm in the studio with Beethoven, and I'm playing around with the song, and they were like, Tiffany, have you ever had a job? I said, yeah, and I was just playing with them. I was like, yeah, Pussy got Nam, P got Nicks, good P on deck. And he was like, Tiffany, that might go. And we just was playing around, and that song took off so fast on the internet. I was, oh my God, well, I don't want to be identified as that. I was just playing around, but the girls loved it. So that's the song I was performing when I had opened up for Kim. So when she heard Yellow Tape, that was a whole different dynamic from the P.O.D. that she was like, okay, this girl is lyrical. She's not just, a one-hit wonder, or just somebody that has your attention for now. She has the whole package, and she's very talented.
Definitely.
So,
and let's talk about that tape, Yellow Tape. I mean, dope. I mean, no, let me take that back. fucking dope, okay? Fucking dope.
Thank you. Thank you so
how
much.
How did you come up with the concept? Because, I mean, it's definitely different. I mean, it has that different kind of feel.
Yeah, I was going in the direction of a hustler's wife. That's what I wanted to name it, a hustler's wife, because I could relate to being with hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Coming up in St. Louis is real grimy, and guys get their hands dirty there, and I like that. You know, so that's what I came up around. So that's what, you know, I said I wanted to name it that. But then as I started making the music, I started realizing there was a lot of other things that I wanted to get off my chest. And just I wanted to have fun at the same time, and I also wanted to prove myself as a lyricist. So when the music and the record started coming together, it was like, dang, I'm killing everything that I'm doing. I'm killing this beat, I'm killing that beat, and it's coming. Like, I did Yellow Tape in like 2 weeks. Whoa. So at that point, yeah, I was like, okay, I think I need to go in another direction. And my god sister British was like, you killing these bitches and these niggas. You need to call it Yellow Tape, like murder. I said, you know what? I like that. You know, I like that. So it's basically self-explanatory. I feel like I'm killing everything that I come in contact with, especially whether it's features, performance, image, reputation, whatever. So that's why I came up with Yellow Tape.
Wow. That's phenomenal,
yeah.
Seriously.
Thank you. Thank you.
And how has, like, the response been to the mixtape?
And that's what's so crazy because, again, this was my first solo project, so I was really not expecting much. It was just me getting it off my chest. It was me being a little ratchet, getting that little ratchet part off, just whatever I wanted to talk about. I didn't know how I was going to be taken or the perspective that I was going to be giving off. So it was cool. I didn't care. It was like, you know, one person downloaded, I'm fine. I just got it off my chest. I just needed to get this off my chest. Yellow Tape, I just got to get it. But the night before, like an hour before it was able to be downloaded, I was nervous. I was, okay, wait a minute. What if nobody downloaded? And it just took off like wildflower. I think within the first week, to be quite honest, I had over 10,000 downloads, which is pretty good for somebody who, I wasn't with Kim at all, and I really didn't have a buzz or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I was doing everything on my own, me and my team. Shouts out to Brooke and Junfit. We were doing everything on our own. So, and Big Phrase, my producer. So, yeah, I'm actually excited how everything has turned out. It's crazy. Like, it's very crazy.
That's amazing. That is so. You got this new single out with Kim. Video is phenomenal. I mean, the buzz has been kind of crazy around it. Can we kind of talk about the this single and the music video for it?
Okay, Twisted. Twisted. So I'm at the studio recording, and long story short, I hear that Miley Cyrus is on my Twitter, and my fans, which is my gold diggers, shout out to them. They were going ham like, Tiffany, you need to respond because Miley Cyrus is talking to you. And I'm like, what? So I'm just thinking just a lot of Miley. I'm wondering why it's like a lot of Miley Cyrus traffic coming down my side. And I seen where she had told Lil' Kim, like, I love Tiffany Fox. I love her song Jelly Bean, which was out at the time. And so from that point on, we started, you know, Twittering each other and then DMing each other. Then we exchanged information and we started talking to each other via phone. And after that, I told her, she was like, well, I want you to put my name on the song because at first it was, where the hell did Brooke go? And she was like, I want you to say, where the hell did Miley go? I said, okay, well, if I do that, are you coming? And she said, yeah. She said, no, I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm going out of town. So I was like, it's cool. I love that anyway. Do it. And I had did the song and reworded everything. And then when I got to this set, I'm thinking she's not going to be there. So they called me upstairs and there she was. It was a surprise and she was in it and we had so much fun. We had so much fun. So it's a good look. It's definitely a good look. And anybody that knows me know when I go to sleep, my downtime is looking at Roseanne, Bill Cosby, or Hannah Montana. So it was all good. It was just like, wow. So, yeah, we had a great time.
That's amazing. And, I mean, that's a great look. We're talking about Miley Cyrus, Disney. Like,
yes, that's
I don't
huge.
think people realize how fucking huge that is. Like, excuse my French for anybody that doesn't curse and that's listening, but this
Right.
is grown folks radio. But that is, like, that's fucking crazy.
Yes, that was huge. Like, that was just huge. Like, I was like, oh my God, and she had such a presence, and she's so down to earth. It was amazing. So I appreciate Kim, because she loves Kim to death, which made her even pay me any attention to even see my video. So I'm totally excited for the collaboration.
So,
Okay.
What can we expect from you? Can we expect an album just like full blown right now?
You're definitely going to, right now, I just want to kind of still stay to the roots. And we'll be expecting a lot of other mixtapes or whatnot. You will be expecting a lot of performances, tours, cameos, features. You're going to see a lot of me, especially this summer, and from that point on, you're going to see I'm definitely becoming a household name. And I have a clothing line that I'm working on right now.
Ooh,
and
okay.
I have, different TV appearances that I'm working on right now. So I'm putting in the work. I hibernated all last year to get prepared for this year. So I'm ready. You're just going to see a lot of Tiffany Fox.
That's amazing. Well, we're looking forward to it. To it all. I mean, television,
Thank you.
music, the fashion.
Yeah.
Can we expect the line and to see you on television soon?
You could expect at least seeing some of the pieces.
Okay.
In fall. Yeah, you definitely can expect that. And you will see me on TV sometime this summer.
Okay. I think you saying it like this because you know I'm trying to get it out of you.
Yeah, I gotta, keep you all kind of guessing, but I talk to my gold diggers and my fans all the time, even my haters. I talk to them a lot. So they come on my Twitter, and talk to me. I interact with my Twitter, all my bio, stuff. That's me. There's nobody else. So, talk to me on there. Stay tuned to what I got going on there, and stay up on everything that's going on with Tiffany Fox. Just come holler at me on One Tiffany Fox, 2 X's. That's at One Tiffany Fox, 2 X's. That's my IG and my Twitter.
Definitely. We're going to follow you on all that. I'm just following you on Twitter, but I'm going to follow you on that other stuff so that we can definitely connect, stay in touch. I mean,
right.
Please post it, because we definitely need to do something in person. Maybe do something exclusive, like for the next video shoot, because we always like to do things exclusive on my radio.
Thank you. Yes, I have a new single that's coming out too called On Set. So I just shot the video for that, but that's going to be the feature video for the new mixtape Gold Diggers that'll be out this spring. Okay. And that's Goals on Another Level, Grinding on Another Level, GOAL. So that's for anybody who's shooting for the stars and, they're self-motivated and they don't need nobody else to light the fire under their feet to get to what they want. So it's shouts out to the Gold Diggers and everybody that's on their grind and trying to get it. So that's what I'm about.
Amazing. Well, Tiff, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
You.
It was fun speaking to you. I mean, we definitely have to, like I said, keep in touch.
Okay, no problem, boo. Just hit me up.